A wizard is never late. He's always on time, even if he is 3 minutes on time. Oh, so you're here, are you? I thought you were asleep over there. What is it you want? You're a bit demanding today. I don't mind. But she's a bit demanding today. What do you want? Tell us what you want to do. Oh, cool. She wants to sit there. That's fine. That's cool. Lily is in the house. So, all good. Welcome, everybody, to tonight. Short notice. Oh, Mr. Bajerski, why can't he do things like the system teaches us? Why didn't you give me time? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say this could be in a week's time so I could prepare? Oh, look. It's lovely. Look at that. So pretty. I don't want to let it go. Spirit's in the room. Beautiful. I can feel her. That's nice. It's been a while. Abundance. Yeah, I'm going to work with abundance tonight. Why not? So, tonight I am wearing, you can't see, but I am wearing, look, trio of Tektite, Vesuvianite, and some beautiful, it's hard to see, moonstone. Okay, cool. All good. So, how are you all tonight? I imagine that you can hear me. Can you? I hope you can all hear me. I didn't get a sound check. Don't slurp. Sometimes, you know, when you drink something and you don't mean to, but you sound like you've just slurped. I've just slurped. Okay. One can relax. Good. Just had a lovely message saying that my new angel aura should be up on markbajerski.com. It's not a lot, 12 beautiful pieces that I've worked on for a few weeks and they're ready. So, angel aura. Do you know what? That's probably why I'm doing this. Because I've worked on angel aura today. That's probably why. I've got the energy of angel aura within my body and soul and my consciousness and my aura. Okay. Yes, loud and clear. Good stuff. Thank you, everybody. So how's this going to work tonight? Look, this is how it's going to work. So at 38 years old, after doing reading after the reading, I used to walk my two doggies on here, and I had a notebook, and sometimes I had my phone, and I'd had just a message or a download that had come through, and I'd write it down quickly. One day, somebody mentioned making some angel cards, and I said I wouldn't know what to do to make them, and like they're only kind of, you know, the ones that I used to work with Doreen Virtue, and there's only like 1 or 2 or 3 words on there. And then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I've got loads of channeled messages, little messages, some long, some short. Maybe I could do a set of angel cards. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the downloads were angel cards for angel cards. And actually we sold thousands and thousands of decks. So people love them and people share them. So a lot of pure energy healers, if you're any of you on here tonight, what you do after a healing session is you open the cards out and offer a card, and they choose the card and then they read their message in silence, and it's profound. It's profound. The combination is profound. So that's how I do it. So that's what I'm going to use. 2 decks tonight, which is 90 cards. And I'm just going to read the message to you. And if at any point where I feel I need to diverse and move or talk about something else, I will do. But if I just read the message, what I'd like you to do is think about the message. If you're somebody who doesn't like getting upset, don't have a read, because there might be some messages in these cards that you might get a bit upset with, because it might talk about your ego. I don't have one, Mark. Yeah. So, yeah. And you might not even get the message, but just take it and work with it for a few days. Some people will understand it straight away. Some people say, oh my God, I keep getting that message. But it is what it is. It's a message. Right or wrong, good or bad, happy or sad. Sometimes our most worst messages that we get are sometimes the most profound towards helping us on a spiritual, healthy, happy path. So just a quick note. I'll just press on somebody's name. Can everybody see the name that I've pressed on? On my screen, it says Grace. In blue, it says Grace Ann Martin. Can everybody give me a yes if you can see that? Because I was doing readings the other night and people were obviously not even looking to see if I was reading for them, because I wasn't saying their name. One, I've got dyslexia, so I struggle with names which are difficult for me to read. For you, it would be easy, but dyslexia, or I struggle to read. I can read my own cards just about, because they're very, very simple. There's no technical, and it flows quite easy for me to read. So if you keep typing, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please, you might actually miss your reading. Like some of you did, and then you went back and got your reading. But it's confusing and it's challenging for me because I'm missing somebody else who's meant to be having a reading. So keep an eye on there. I think I'll try to say the next reading is for. That might make it a bit easier. I don't know how this is going to go. Like I said before, I don't do miracles. I just do my best. It's going to be a lighter kind of reading, hopefully lovely, flowing, and we have a nice night and a nice message to help us along our journey. So we shall begin with Grace. Thanks for being here, everybody. Tonight's message for you is: never waste a moment's thoughts longing for other people's gifts. Your time here is precious, and your gifts are all you need to focus on. Yes, dear friend, you are gifted. Just embrace that message and listen to it. You are gifted. Next reading. Please look at the screen and see who it's for. No one can hold you back. No one can hold you down. You are someone who gets up and takes action. Someone who loves to make things happen and who loves life. You have the power to see the light in the dark, to help many in times of trouble. Today, I thank you for being you, for being the kind soul in this world. Never change, for you are just who you need to be. Next reading. Once we realize that there is no separation between nature and ourselves, we then start to heal our world. In healing our world, we heal ourselves. We are all connected to our Mother Earth, and awakening to this connection is part of our destiny. Next reading. Please look at the screen. The secret to walking a path of happiness is to surround yourself with beautiful people who love you and whom you can love in return, with no judgment over each other. Next reading. Once we realize there is no separation between nature and ourselves, we then start to heal the world. You've got the same card. In healing our world, we heal ourselves. We are all connected to our Mother Earth, and awakening to this connection is part of our destiny. Same card. Wow. How similar is that? Wow, it's not the same card, but it's just the same. Wow. Not far off. I didn't even know that. Flipping heck. Amazing. It's just blown me away. Okay. Next reading. Rose. Today, let us pray for the entire world and for our brothers and sisters who are going through challenges we could not imagine. Ask your loved ones in spirit to help heal their burden and bring a little light into their world today. Rose, normally when this message comes through, it's because you are a very powerful healer. And this is a message to say, walk a spiritual healing path and be the healer today. So, next reading. There are people who will take a simple solution and make it into something more complicated. True answers are the simplest ones. Take the time to listen, and you will find the answer in simplicity. So, for this message normally means that we have to find the answers within simplicity through those that speak to us. So anyone who starts to speak to you and it's complicated or you're trying to understand it is normally a message from the spirit world saying that this is not for you. So follow people or be the simplest, loving, kindest, caring person, and whoever's around you, make sure they're with love and easy simplicity in every shape and form. There are so many people right now who are following people because they're talking big words, quantum physics and big words, and Spirit always says, go back to basics. Simplicity is Spirit's message, not complication. The 3 B's need to be thrown away. And too many spiritual people baffle brains with bullshit now. So just be aware of your message. Stick to simplicity. Stick to things that touch your heart instantly and that you feel. Next reading. I think that says Lorna Gray. Okay. If you get angry with me and I get angry with you, how can we make the anger stop? It takes a stronger, more loving person to break this pattern. It takes a caring and understanding person, free from pride and ego, in order to let go. Never be the weaker one, for this will only keep you trapped in anger and pain. One of my favorite messages is this, and it always, if I was to put any message on my fridge, this would be it. And the reason why is because we get so trapped in the thought of the suffering. And the only way we can break free and live in pure happiness is to not hold on to any issues, any people's egos or bashing us or anything like that. Let it go with love. So that's your message tonight. Next reading. Anytime your heart speaks to you with a beautiful, uplifting message, be sure to share it, for this message is not intended just for you. This is how Spirit works through you, and the message will be seen and felt by all the right people who need it at that divine moment. So your message is clear. You are a messenger for the spirit world. So shine your light, speak your message, and the right people will always hear it. Next message for LG. Today is a beautiful day to simply look up and say, for the next 7 days, I will get up, make my breakfast, get on with my day, and get into bed with just one commitment. I will do this without carrying around worry or fear over what might happen or go wrong in these next 7 days. Next reading is by A.A. Gabrielle. You are filled with a calming pink energy today. It's so beautiful and tells me who you are and where you are going. You are filled with love and empathy for all who walk into your life, with strength to accept life's challenges. This new energy is given to you as a gift today to help you help others, which in turn helps your true purpose in life. Today may just be that day which opens your heart to see and confirm why you are here. So open your heart and listen today. Next reading. Please look at the screen to see if it's you. The final part in your understanding will be when you realize that you are the missing piece of your happiness and path. You, my wonderful friend, are the teacher. In time, you will understand this. I see it and know that great wisdom exists in you. Next reading. Please look at the screen to see if it's you. As you feel the pain from the loss of loved ones, consider your greater loss if you had never had the chance to love that very soul who loved you back. Take heart and allow your pain to ease. Soon you will be rejoiced in each single day you share with the souls you have loved, and you will acknowledge that those moments are worth all the pain you have suffered. This card is a potent card for all of us in the sense of we have all lost and felt the pain of the loss, which stays with us and is a struggle, because the pain that we feel is really not the pain that we should be feeling for the loss of somebody, whether it's an animal, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend. And I've embraced this message wholeheartedly. And how I embrace it is by connecting to the spirit world in ways of trying to attune to their love and their presence, knowing when they're around and feeling the energy of past, those moments that we shared. I've turned the pain into joy. So whenever I think of my mum, I think about the funny things that we did together. That cancels out grief, because we don't realize sometimes that when we do think about people that we've loved and they're no longer here, it is attached to the feeling of loss, when in fact we don't lose anybody. And in fact, nobody ever dies. It is simply put there by darkness to make you believe that once they've gone, they've gone. This is what darkness does. It does not want you to connect. For when you connect to the spirit world, you then receive information along your path and journey to strengthen not only yourself, but the whole of your family and your friends. So this is a beautiful message for all of us. Change the thoughts of sadness to all the happy things that we did with the people who are around us every moment when we just think about them, but they're not there, so we can cuddle them in the physical presence. Okay. Next message, please look at your screen to see if it's you. We all have gifts and talents which have a purpose in helping others. Many people are working for the higher good of mankind. Even in the darkest places of the world, if we hold a divine message that will help others gain or reawaken their faith, Spirit will find a way for that message to be heard. Doesn't matter where you are in this world. Doesn't matter how bad things may be, or how far you are away from the herd and the world. If you have a divine message that is given to you, which you have, it will be heard. So basically what this card means is don't stop spreading your message, because it only takes one person to hear the message that you hold within that will save their life. A beautiful, beautiful card, which tells me that you are a beautiful soul and a sharer of Spirit's work. Next reading, Martine. There you go. Your heart wants to be free. Do not allow anyone to steal your power or to overshadow your light. Today, fly like you have never flown before, and Spirit will always keep you safe. So this card is a potent card again, to realize that Spirit has your back. They're watching you and they're wanting you to move forward. Not to fear, not to worry about anything, but to move forward and fly. Spread your wings and fly. A beautiful moment. Next reading is for Lisa Bond. You are a very old soul. You are a great poet, and your writing is beautiful. Begin today and write your book. Heal with each page. Recall all the amazing miracles and challenges you have faced and conquered in this, your book of life. Get started and enjoy the thoughts that make you who you are. I remember somebody read something similar to me once, and I thought, I've got dyslexia, mate, shut up. And here I am now reading the cards that I wrote and all my 4 books in front of me. Next, please look at your screen to see the message for you. Stop for a moment and look back over the past few years. Despite the challenging times you may have been through and painful memories you may have, you are still here. Now imagine if you had always known that you would be fine today, and that all you have been through would bring you to right here and now. Can you imagine all the hours of worry you could have been spared? So tell me, knowing this, how are you going to live your life from today? This message is a profound message saying that we're still here. You're sat here, I'm sat here. Look at the past 5 years of what we've been through. Look at all the pain and suffering that we've been through, thinking what if, what could have happened, what may happen, we're still here. Look at the suffering that we went through. So now that we know we're still here, now we're here and everything's fine. If I was to say to you all now that in 5 years from now, you're all going to be fine, no matter what you go through. And if you keep that in your mind all the time, when there's a challenging moment, when what if and this could happen, you say to yourself, remember when Mark said that you're going to be fine. In 5 years, you're going to be sat there. I'm going to be sat here. We're all going to be chatting and everything's going to be fine. Just look at the pain and suffering we could save ourselves from this moment on in the next 5 years. That is a profound message that should be digested for every single soul, and that will lighten the whole of this world from darkness. Jade. When you start to truly accept your path, however steep the climb may feel, let go of blame and look up and say, whatever these lessons may be for, I believe all is for my higher good. Then magic begins. The secret lies in a deep acceptance that all is as it should be. Take your next amazing step and just trust. Now, get ready for your miracles. This is for everybody, and it's a profound message. The acceptance of everything that we go through, no matter how hard it is, no matter what people throw at us, no matter what nasty things happen, what things that might feel like our luck's gone, we accept. For this is the journey and this is the path. And once you accept the lows as equal to the highs, your miracles begin. It's a fascinating subject that I've seen through clients over the years. Once you accept all as equal, your magic begins. It's almost like passing a test. It really is. Albert. Be happy when you see love around you. And then, like magic, love comes. Be joyful for others when good things happen for them. And watch joy will flow into your life. Give with all your heart and receive. And your heart will always receive in return. I was just thinking about, by the way, Albert, this message is probably not anything to do with what you're thinking. This message is for all of us. And I think what I've noticed in life is that some people, and maybe you all understand this, are the destroyers of their life by way of how they act, how they are with people. So one thing that I really grasped when working on myself was what stops me from moving forward. And it's not just fear or wishing, oh, why can't it be me? Or it's like there is a connection between, like, my friends were all extremely wealthy and I never felt bad. I always felt proud of my friends, and I was like, well done, you're really doing well. And I was inspired by that. It wasn't that I wanted to be a millionaire, but I was inspired by the work they did. And I didn't want to do what they did, but I was inspired by their energy. So I think what we need to do is embrace everybody for their gifts of whether they love a lot, whether they receive a lot, whether they give a lot. We embrace it. And by embracing it, we receive it. So rather than a relationship that fears a breakup comes. Being in a relationship and loving that relationship with all your heart and not fearing anything or looking at other people's relationships and wishing their relationships, I think we need to embrace the moment of whatever we do and love it for the most you can in that moment. That's how I see that message. You might see it a bit different from me. Tracy. The secret to walking a path of happiness, we've just had this, but I think there's 3 decks here, is to surround yourself with beautiful people who love you and whom you can love in return with no judgment over each other. Basically means it's time that we now start to surround ourselves with people who truly love us and not who want things from us and who love us as friends because of what is important to them. Right? No matter what I do and how good or bad things are, my friends love me for who I am. No matter what I say, they love me for who I am. And my friends are equal. I have a few friends who I love, and no matter what they do, I love them with all my heart. So I love that message. It's one of my favorites. Please look at the screen to see if it's you. This is a maybe. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna. Let me just mix these up. Let me get another deck as well. Okay. Right, here we go. I'll try and get my eyes right. There is a beautiful aura around you today. Deep within it shines the color purple. You are so blessed, as this is your sign of a deeper connection to the spirit world. Smile in the knowledge of how far you have traveled in this, your life, in order to have this true connection to your spirit, to your guides and your loved ones in spirit. I like that card. Angel, your message is, if you are looking for true love, you must first begin by discovering your inner love. Work on letting go of past issues and focus on loving yourself. Once we find our inner love, we create a powerful energy that touches those around us and gives us a renewed and amazing love for life. Your inner love begins when you believe in your own self-worth and value. Nice reminder. Time to love ourselves more. Next reading. Please look at the screen to see if it's you. Today is your day, and your word is yes. If anyone asks you to do something wonderful, if anyone offers you a gift, if anyone wants to help you, remember today to just smile and say yes. It's very, very difficult for a lot of people to understand this message from the spirit world, from our angels, our guides. But many of us struggle with this message. Many of us reject and get angry as well sometimes out of the belief that they don't need any help and they don't want it. And this is the program that we have to break through. This is the darkness that tries to stop us. And there's always this beautiful message that is within this. Sometimes we don't even want something, but we must always consider that there are people here who are here to learn to give. So by saying no, you are stopping somebody from learning to give. So if you can't accept because of whatever is happening inside you, whether it's low self-esteem or because it's okay and somebody else deserves it more and self-worth issues, say yes with absolute love and absolute pleasure, because then you are making somebody's life path purposeful. Next reading, fluffy. When you truly learn forgiveness, the world will be healed. Never accept or excuse the wrongdoings or violent action of anyone, but in saying, I forgive you, but not your actions, you begin to release your pain and continue the flow to your beautiful life. Never give up on your own power of forgiveness. And one which we all should embrace this message, all of us. I forgive you. I don't forgive the actions of you, but I forgive you. And this was a beautiful message given to me when I was walking my dogs, like all of these messages, when I was thinking about my dad and the hateful and awful things he used to do. I forgave him, and it was easier to forgive him because I saw his life. And when you realize that everybody has a past story, you start to forgive, because people don't hit people and people are not violent in general. If they're filled with joy and happiness, it's normally because they've got a really dark story. But this message is profound because we are not forgiving the actions, we're forgiving the person. And thus we set ourselves free. Beautiful message. Next, tone deaf pattern. Okay, that was a joke, really bad. Sorry. Today is a brand new beginning, filled with the energy of red. Red is the color of love. You will have a new idea which will inspire you to be successful in every way. You are all you need to be. This is a message of trust in yourself. Layla. Next, please look at the screen to see if it's you. Each time you fall and pick yourself back up, you will be there for someone who has fallen where you once laid. Our moments of pain serve us in helping others to heal faster through our deeper understanding of their pain. And this is something that we need to embrace as well, for there's not just one reason why we fall. There are many. And this is a beautiful example of how the spirit world teaches us how to understand the times where we feel that the world is against us. How many times have you been able to help somebody through being through such pain? Only the teacher that has experienced the suffering and pain can be the voice of the healer. How am I doing? How's it going? Is it going okay? How's it going? I just quite kind of been flowing for past 40 minutes. Is it going okay? Is it okay? Or I'm not saying like, don't tell me, just tell me, is it okay? Or could it be any different? I don't know. Tonight it's easier. I mean, I've got dyslexia, so it's a struggle to read, but I'm doing my best to be slow and careful. And if there's something that I just need to say a little bit extra, I will do. But I hope you're embracing your message. And even if you don't understand your message, you may understand it. There's many a times that I've read for people over the years and they've walked out like, thanks a lot. I didn't understand it until a month later, and then everything made sense. So embrace your message. Maybe you want to write it down and just keep it there for reference. And then you might look back and go, poof, yeah. Okay, guys, I'll continue anyway. I hope it's okay. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Next reading is for BC. When you understand that you are not here to sacrifice your life for others, you will begin to feel inner strength. When you understand that this is your life, then you will receive an inner strength. Then you stop living other people's lives. You become free to live your own. It's your life. Begin today. Very powerful. Next message. So, okay. Sometimes it's good to keep your thoughts to yourself. There'll always be a shoulder ready for your loved ones to cry on. Wisdom is not always sharing your thoughts. It is knowing when the time is right to share them. One message for every bloody one of us. There are times that we, out of love and out of kindness and out of the almost desperation to help somebody, we will say something that they're not ready for. The key secret to being a healer, a teacher, a guide, is to knowing when to say something. And one of the things that I find absolutely vital in this world we call spirituality and helping others is the forcing of truth that is never palatable by anyone. So wait till asked. You can see all over the internet, people being the teacher when not asked. And everybody can see it doesn't taste right, doesn't look right. So that's for all of us, because it's too easy for us to say, oh, I've got the answer for that, because they might not be ready for it. And I'm 56 now. I don't go online and start telling people anything. You won't find anything online unless I'm pissed off. Sorry for swearing. But if I'm really upset and I'm seeing something really bad happening, then I'll step up a little bit and say, you're out of order. But if it's something like they need help with, just send a message by way of attunement. Look, send healing to that person. And if they're meant to hear your message, they will. You can always say something like, you're in my heart and thoughts. And if they're really attuned to that and they really need help, they'll come to you. That's what I find the most beautiful thing and the hardest thing to do, by the way. One of the hardest things. Next reading. Please look at the screen to see if it's you. You are a very old soul. You are a great poet, and your writing is so beautiful. Begin today and write your book. Heal with each page. Recall all the amazing miracles and challenges you have faced and conquered in this, your book of life. Get started and enjoy the thoughts that make you who you are. That's the second time that's come forward tonight. Please look at your screen. Spirit is with you today, shining a brilliant light around you. Your family and spirit would like you to know how much they love you. They are smiling and love to watch you shine with happiness. When you are feeling sad, they too feel sad with you. So please, if there was ever a good reason to find happiness, it would be that your joy brings your loved ones in spirit the greatest of happiness too. A beautiful message for all of us. Whenever we think about the people that we love, and we've lost a lot of people, always remember, if you have a sad thought, then they're right by your side feeling sad. Just imagine yourself moving into the light today, and you have to leave your children or your mum or your dad. Imagine being in the spirit world next to them, wanting them to feel the love that you are, the presence of spirit that you are next to them. And every time you come near them, you make them cry because they don't realize that you are there, but they've just had a thought about you. And that thought has made you cry. Just ask yourself how you would feel if your child or your mum felt you and started crying. You wouldn't come so much. And I found that to be the most profound understanding of 20 years of working in this field of work. Be happy every time you think. There's a reason why I tell people to be happy when you think of people that you've lost. There's a reason why I work so hard to clear grief and bring love back when you think about your family members, because they come more then, because they stay away if you are sad. And trust me, when you're sad because you've lost somebody, it's because they're near you. When you're triggered by a thought of them, it's because they're near you. And then if you're crying and sad, they're gone. They'll give you healing, but they're gone again. So I found that every time I think about my mum or Shirley or Brian, I have never had a sad thought about them in this field of work. Never. And I will never have it. I am just blessed that they're with me now. And I embrace that love. And sometimes, just sometimes, you'll get some incredible messages. This is why I help people try and connect themselves to the spirit world. And all of these little things that I share with you, I truly believe help you to connect to the spirit world. So, yeah. Next reading for Suzanne May. Entering into conflict serves no purpose in your happiness. Don't spend your time judging others or being part of other people's weaknesses. Work lovingly towards peace in your life and do not allow anyone to pull you down or to lower your vibration of living. Remember, there is nothing more powerful than working on your own happiness. You deserve all the magic in the world. Smile and get ready for all that spirit is about to bring you. I normally find that when I'm in conflict with things that are happening from day to day, family, online, I find that it brings me down. And reading this message and being part of this message is, don't be pulled in to negativity. Don't be pulled into any negativity, because it does lower you down, and the black screen lowers you down. So this is a potent reminder of knowing that your power that is within you can only be if you keep away from negative people who try to pull you into ridiculous things like what he said, she said, guess what happened today, bitching, all of that stuff. If you're on here today, be bigger than that, be stronger than that, because that's a low frequency. Don't be pulled into it. You don't have time for it. And I'm telling you this as a fact. There's been many people that I have known over the years, some terrible, terrible people who have done some terrible things and are nasty and angry and aggressive. And at the point of them moving into the light, oh boy, do they realize what they missed. Oh boy, do they realize what they let themselves become. Interesting, eh? Grace Pennyworth, your message today is this. Spirit knows that you have asked for help today. Say thank you, because they are helping you as far as your path allows. Work with them and trust that all is about to shine. There is something in this as far as your path allows. And that's why I put it into this card, because they can't do everything, but what they can do is work alongside you. So ultimately, what your dreams are, especially you, Grace, what your dream is, what you want to be and who you want to be. And I'm not talking about monetary value. I'm talking about happiness and joy and being the best creative energy that you are. If you know that today they're trying to tell you this, that there's nothing that you can do which will go wrong, they're here now and they're working with you. So maybe take the time, meditate, and see what you truly want. Because there are times in life that we thought we knew what we wanted and then we don't. And sometimes we don't know what we want. And sometimes we just let the Spirit help us and take us there, which they will with you. But if you want to help Spirit a little bit more, then sit and meditate and see and create, because you are the master, of course, of your life. Emma Jane, please, your message is this. Send love to those you feel would never deserve it. They do, more than you know. There can be no boundaries to sending pure healing. A pure heart is, therefore, the most powerful healer of all. I find it so liberating when I am able to send healing to those that are so angry in their life and use me as a punch bag. And I find that when I sit and send them healing, everything disappears. They disappear and they move on. Wherever they go, they move on. But they don't ever seem to come back when I do that. It's easy for us when we're attacked to defend. But the truth is, the hardest truth is, the most challenging truth is that we have to be the teacher. We have to be the guide, and we have to be the healer, because they won't and they never will. So to ultimately dissolve it, we send them healing. Powerful one. Next, Catherine, today, this afternoon, and this evening, say a prayer for the first person you think of who doesn't understand you. Be the strength of their healing. You will feel how much more beautiful it is to be this way, rather than trapped in a world of judgment. And by way of being trapped in a world of judgment is being trapped in a world that is filled with non-understanding, trying to figure out things and trying to make sense of everything. I found that in these times when I was suffering, and in these times where, how do I heal my life after everything that's happened? It was always the strength within me that Spirit said, say a prayer for those who don't understand you. So it could be your brother, your sister, your mum, your dad, your children, somebody, they just don't understand you. Say a prayer for those. And there's something in a prayer that helps heal those that don't understand you, because it's not really that they don't understand you. It's that they're in a bad place. And you're not really in the space to understand anything when you're in a bad place. So when anybody attacks or anybody doesn't understand you, send them a prayer, for then they will grow stronger and maybe one day they will understand what they need to heal. And from being healed, you normally can understand people in a much easier and lighter way. Please look at your screen to see if it's you. Today is a beautiful day to stand still. A lighthouse does not have any need to move, yet it brings comfort to all who see its light shine. This is who you are. Never doubt this and shine your light today. So, my dear friend, you are a lighthouse. Next is Tracy B. Anytime your heart speaks to you with a beautiful, uplifting message, be sure to share it. For this message is not intended just for you. This is how Spirit works through you, and the message will be seen and felt by all the right people who need it at that divine moment. Okay. Next reading. Take a little time for you and for your healing. Sit down in a quiet place and just be. Allow any thoughts into your mind. Allow them to stay if they want to, or if they decide to leave, simply let them go. The secret to meditation is not to fight with the mind, but to breathe deeply, smile, and repeat. Everything is exactly as it should be. Repeat these words heals more than you could ever imagine. Next, please look at your screen to see if it's you. Today, love is around you. In loving hands and caring hearts, Spirit holds you in her wings. Her whispers are clearing away your every worry. Today, Your life will be filled with smiles and love. This is your moment. Go out and allow yourself the gift of love, for you deserve all the love in your life. Okay. Bumblebee, you're next. Okay. Looking into your eyes today, I see a tiger, one that knows and sees all the important things which will bring you closer to your happiness. Today, you will see things more clearly, and through this energy, a beautiful day will unfold. This is a message for not just today, but the future. Hold on to it. Next reading is for Peggy. Trip. Often, our greatest heroes are the ones who feel pain the most, battle the most, and live through the hardest of challenges. The stronger we are, the more we go through in life. So your message today is clear, Peggy. You are a warrior, and all that you've been through shows me and all of us on here that you are a true warrior and a strong, beautiful soul and a hero. Okay, I got a yes, please there. Okay, next reading. Please look at your screen. Valerie, to find peace of mind, we need to master the arts of patience and forgiveness. Do not fill your days with worry. Let go and trust that things will all be well in time. Do not hold on to anger or be weighed down by the destructive emotion. Work on you and work towards finding happiness within you. For no matter how long you search, you will not find your happiness through anyone else. You and you alone will be the master of your happiness. I think you already know this. I think we all do. You just have to work on it. You're most welcome. Next, Serena. Okay, if you walk in the footsteps of others, you will eventually look back over your shoulder and realize you never left your own beautiful mark in this life. Take your own steps and never be afraid to take leaps of faith. It's a wonderful thing. Anna Martin. Our journey is one of many emotions. To be comfortable with our sad days, to accept those days and just flow with them without trying to find a reason why, is equal to accepting all of our happy days. One for all of us. A lovely message. Pam Bear. Live your beautiful life without fear and worry that those you love will be okay. It is not possible to heal if we hold on to fear in any way, and this is true in wanting to heal others. The energy you feel is the energy you send to others. Trust is your key to an even greater energy. which will in turn heal the ones we love. I learnt a valuable lesson from mums to children as a healer, and I saw the most pain in the child's eyes was normally through the pain of the mum's fears. So when a mother brought a child to me because they were fearful of their child and worried and scared, I'd sit the child down in the seat and lay the mum in the healing bed and give the mum healing. And I'd wink at the child, and the mother would look absolutely distraught and confused. And after the healing session, they'd get up and they'd feel better. And then they'd look at the child and the child would look better. And I'd say, if you want to bring your child to me next week, you can do anytime you want. But this healing session was from my heart to yours as a gift. And then they would ring me up and say, I realize now why you did that. It was me that caused the suffering of my child because of my fears. It's such a valuable message. It's 1 hour now. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will do more in the future. I don't know when. I might even do one tomorrow. I don't know, but that's it now. There was there's so many cards here. I could just go on and on, but I actually have to take Lily out because I'm looking after Lily at the moment. So, yeah, she's really being patient and loving. So I hope you've enjoyed this hour. I hope you've all learned something, even though you might not have got a reading tonight. I hope you've learned, because every single message that has been shared tonight is a message for all of us, and a great, great reminder of how to live in the eyes and footsteps of Spirit, because they've been here many times before. They are sharing that message with us gently and carefully through words of wisdom of beautiful souls who talk to us on a daily basis, through cards, through books. And yeah, embrace those messages as I do. I guess that's it, really. I'm wishing you all a lovely evening. I did say I don't ever ask for anything. You know that I'm more of a giver, but I am asking because I don't know why, but I just feel it would be really nice if you could go to my website after this, if you've got 5 minutes, and if any of you have bought anything from my website, like oils, incense, or things that are always constantly there, that is always duplicated. So if it's a crystal, you're not able to, I don't think you're able to do that really. But if it's oils, incense, and like teas, anything like that, that's always there. If you could just type in, because now it's open, so you just need to click on it, scroll right down to the bottom of the oil or whatever it is you've had, and just leave a little few words or anything that you've felt from it at all, if it's helped in any way. It's not that I need it, but I think, well, I guess it's nice for you to do something if you want to do something for me. And I guess it's really going to help people who go onto the website and see the reviews, and it gives them confidence to know that they're not on a website that is just lies, you know. There's too many of them out there now. So that's this, and if you don't, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like I need it. It isn't like I need it. I honestly mean this. It's not that I need it at all. It's just maybe you can do something. It might make you feel good as well. Or even go to my website and scroll down till you see audiobooks. And there's 2 audiobooks, one called Diary of an Accidental Psychic and one called Seeing the Invisible. If you click on there's a test. It tests. It gives you 1 chapter, and you can listen to it free. Go and listen to the chapter, and you know, it's a gift. It's a gift for you to listen to. It's lovely. Both of them I think are lovely. All right, that's it. I'm wishing you all a lovely night. Till next time. Might be tomorrow. Who knows? Love you all. Night, night.